What would drive a respected doctor, a man trusted with saving lives, to take one? This isn't just another murder story. It's about betrayal, obsession, desperation, and the lengths one man went to protect his image. This is a story of Dr. William Hartman, the admired physician whose carefully built life crumbled when a secret affair was revealed, and why that secret ended in murder. In the quiet Midwestern town of Brookfield, Dr. Hartman was more than just a doctor. He was a doctor. He had his own private practice, served on the hospital board, and donated generously to local charities. Neighbors saw him as a model citizen, devoted husband to his wife Caroline, proud father of two young children, a man who embodied success. But behind that polished facade was a man living a dangerous double life. Rachel Miller was 28, smart and ambitious. She worked at the same hospital. At first, she admired Hartman as a mentor, confident, charming, respected. But admiration turned into late-night conversations, drinks after shifts, and finally, a secret affair. For Rachel, Hartman was a future. She believed he would leave Caroline. For Hartman, Rachel was an escape, but one he had no intention of making public. By early 1998, Rachel had grown tired of waiting. She confided in friends. "I'm going to tell Caroline the truth. He can't keep lying forever." For Hartman, this was a nightmare. Exposure meant scandal, divorce, and the destruction of his career. So instead of confessing, he planned for silence. On May 17, 1998, Rachel agreed to meet him at his office after hours. Security footage caught her walking in. She was never seen alive again. The next morning, her body was found dumped in a wooded area. She had been strangled. At first, suspicion didn't fall on Hartman, but soon cracks appeared. Phone records showed heated calls at night. Rachel's perfume and hair fibers were found in his car, and in her purse, investigators found a chilling note. "Tomorrow, I tell Caroline everything." Rachel had also told a close friend, "If something happens to me, it will be because of him." The case against Hartman was undeniable. In 1999, a jury convicted him of second-degree murder. His carefully built life collapsed in front of the entire town. Rachel's mother wept in court. She only wanted love. Instead, she got betrayal and death. And just like that, Brookfield's respected doctor was branded a killer. But the story didn't end in the courtroom. After sentencing, Hartman entered a world completely opposite of the one he once ruled. The man who once wore a white coat now wore a prison uniform. Instead of saving lives, he mopped floors and washed dishes. Other inmates mocked him. They called him document. To them, he wasn't respected. He was just another criminal. Meanwhile, Caroline divorced him, took the children, and disappeared to another state. She changed their last names, cutting ties completely. For them, Hartman no longer existed. Rachel's family carried their grief like a scar. Her mother channeled her pain into advocacy, saying, "He silenced my daughter, but he will never silence her story." Still, Hartman wasn't done fighting. In 2005, his lawyers filed an appeal suggesting another suspect, a hospital janitor with a violent past. Public debate reignited. Could Hartman be innocent after all? In 2007, he gave a rare prison interview. When asked if he killed Rachel, he said, "I didn't kill her. I cheated, I lied, but I didn't take her life." But when pressed about the damning evidence, he became evasive. His final words in that interview were chilling. "There are things about that night no one will ever understand." The appeal failed. The court ruled the evidence overwhelming. By 2015, Hartman was frail, broken, and forgotten. At 64, he died alone in his prison cell. No family claimed his body. Rachel's family felt justice had been served. Others wondered if the full truth had died with him. But while Hartman's story ended in a cell, two families were left with wounds that never healed. For Rachel Miller's family, the pain was endless. She wasn't just a mistress. She was a daughter, a sister, a young woman with dreams of nursing school, travel, and a family of her own. Her mother said, "Every holiday, every birthday, there's an empty chair. That's what he took from us. Not just Rachel, but all the memories we'll never have." Her father never spoke much, but in his garage, He kept Rachel's old car. He never sold it, never drove it. It sat untouched, a silent memorial to life she never got to live. On the other side, Hartman's family carried a different burden. Caroline had to start over, humiliated and broken. Their children grew up with a shadow over their names. One of Hartman's sons later admitted, "I don't know what's worse, thinking he killed her or thinking the world believes he did." Two families, two very different lives, but both destroyed by one crime. Rachel lost her future. Her family lost their daughter. Caroline lost a man she thought she knew. And Hartman's children lost a father, whether guilty or not. The real tragedy isn't just in the act of murder. It's in the destruction that echoes for decades after. Dr. William Hartman was once a respected doctor. Today, he is remembered only as a killer.